find sometimes it's good to mix a little bit. Take a little bit of cherry, not a whole lot. Just a little shot of it. So I'm on University. They're from New York and they're from California. Thought that was cool, both those cars. Drive way on this side of University, right by Old South over there to get gas, because that gas station's out and the other 7-Eleven one is. I don't know if it's some holiday or something, I don't know. It's old school payphone. See if I can get a company. It smells like piss over here though. Trains passing. Yeah, it doesn't have a company name. Has a number though, 4715. They should bring back the payphone is what they should do. Here lies Boo. Dash. You can see the old phone line running through here. Right into the ground. Right there. The electric line. Probably the phone line was probably over there, went through here. Yep. That's where the other phone was. Probably ran right into the ground, because most of the times the phone will work. If the electric goes out, the phone usually works, because they have their own electric power source. That's what smells, is this bucket right here. Trippy, what does it say? I don't know, kind of rank place right here, this area. Pretty cool though. Yeah, there's a big rock right there. It's a little short, you can probably stand on this. Got the 3 wires right there. All right, I just watched Adam the Woo vlog Five Guys Burgers, which it is cool. You go in there and you get free peanuts. They also have a lot of band information on the wall about bands that have been reviewed. He didn't cover that. He did talk about In-N-Out Burger while he was having the Five Guy Burger and the hot dog. I didn't get to the hot dog part. And the french fries do look good. But they also do, they ship in their potatoes. So I don't know if he talked about that, but he showed some of the potatoes. They actually ship in the original potatoes. I'm in a parking garage right now. Waiting on somebody is a private thing. Okay. In-N-Out. I'm not a fan of In-N-Out burgers, to be honest. They're nothing compared to Whataburger. An In-N-Out burger here in the South, where I'm in Texas, but I'm in North Texas, I've never had a good experience at an In-N-Out. And usually when I go into an In-N-Out burger, it reminds me of going into like an institution, because everyone's dressed in white. Now, it could be also, I'm getting it maybe mixed up with Steak and Shake, but I like Steak and Shake better than I like In-N-Out, and I don't even really like Steak and Shake that much. But Whataburger is probably one of my favorites. I used to really like Burger King, but one guy punched me in the chin that worked at the drive-thru at Burger King. He punched me, so I don't like Burger King, and nor do I promote Burger King because of their service of punching people. But I do like Whataburger. But I mean, my favorite burger, I'd have to probably think. I like Chili's. Chili's has a good burger. There are a lot of good burger places out. But Five Guys, it looks interesting. I've only had their peanuts, and the French fries do look good, but I've never really actually got one of their burgers. There's another one that's similar to Five Guys that I come across, because I do food delivery for pretty much, kind of almost for a living, at least this YouTube thing takes off, and then I'll do YouTube and food delivery, but I'll be doing food delivery. I've got another career opportunity coming up here pretty soon, so we may have a change in scenery. There might be a change in scenery coming up here pretty soon. But there's another burger place that's similar to Five Guys that I'm just thinking, it's kind of like casual dining. You go in, because Five Guys is a little nicer than, I would say, like Burger King or McDonald's, which I don't promote McDonald's at all. Only McDonald's, I just promote their fish sandwich, their French fries, and soda. And also some of their breakfast items, like, the Egg McMuffin. And I think those things are okay. But a lot of McDonald's, I don't really like their burgers. And Burger King, they're mean. Whataburger is one. Five Guys Burgers is another one. But there's another one that's like that. I cannot think of it. And it's driving me crazy. It even looks kind of like Five Guys Burgers on the outside. It's not Five Guys Burgers, though. I'm thinking of. I may be getting it mixed up with the pizza place that I'm thinking in my head. There's a pizza place. I think it might be called Five Pies. I think there might be a pizza place called Five Pies. Anyway, that's probably what I was thinking of. But if I come across it, I'll let you know. There's been some... Now, here, one of my favorites, I do know this for a fact, and if I can find it, is an old joint called Fuddruckers. Don't know if they still have it, but that was actually my favorite hamburger place, because you could just pile stuff on top of the hamburgers, and they had a little dressing station that you would go in, just like a salad bar, but it was like a hamburger bar. So you go in, you take your hamburger over, and you could pile up extra mushrooms and whatever, onto your burger. And that's why I liked Fuddruckers the most. I don't know if there's a Fuddruckers around. The one that we would always go to is the one we would go to if we were going out to Lubbock. There was a Fuddruckers on the way to Lubbock, Texas. Anyway, but I might be heading south. So we may have to look at some burger places in Austin. We may be running across some, Austin has a very weird California feel. You have South by Southwest, which is one of the biggest film and music festivals that greats have been involved with. Even people like Blaze Foley to freaking everybody, has played in the South by Southwest. Even Willie Nelson, Daniel Johnston, all the great folk heroes and musicians of the Austin area. And also they bring in a really mean, good art, cinematic movie festival along with South by Southwest, which is in Austin. We might be seeing some of that. We might be seeing a little bit of that. So some future stuff going on. We're in January 17, 2023. So I'm just kind of releasing some information and giving you kind of maybe a sneak peek or a promo, whatever you would call it. What do you call it when you, a foresight? What do you call it whenever, a hint? Plans, I guess you can call it plans. We'll have to see, though. I'm not making any promises. I don't know for sure. I mean, one time, I've made plans and then plans change. My ultimate plan was, I don't know why, but I wanted to go to Hollywood and then I wanted to go to New York, which I did. And I wanted to do really well at the Actor Studio and then just become a movie star and I'd have it all figured out. So some of that came true, but not all of it. One of the other students at that school, which is Bradley Cooper, he actually did become an iconic movie star, which he'll probably end up winning an Oscar here in a few years. But I still kind of chose to follow some of the path of performance and art and acting, and I write and things like that. So I still follow that, I just do it a different way. I found this revolution of YouTube and, just, picking up a camera and just going to town is very different than having to get a whole crew and, let's say, $100 million and plan everything daily and all night, So everything is, there's different ways to approach storytelling. So YouTube has its own fashion and everything. But there's also some good original movies that are released on YouTube. If you look at just low budget films like Carruth, for an example, Shane Carruth, he made Primer for $7,000. So he spent $7,000 to make one of the all-time best time travel movies that I think personally has ever been made. And he used the money very wisely because he used storage units and things like that to shoot in. But what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of good little indie YouTube shows floating around on YouTube that do not have any studio money at all. And there's actors in it, there's directors, they've written scripts, and they're just floating on YouTube. I've even done a few myself. Anyway, I gotta be headed out, so we got a little 7-minute segment here, and I know this is gonna be a long day. So it's January 17, 2023, and welcome to the Please Subscribe show. So I was coming up with like a good idea for a new song, and here it is. And then after I sing you the song, I'm gonna have myself this little treat right here. All right, so the song is called She's Good Enough, and the first part of it goes, just make it a movie, just make it a movie, yeah, just make it a movie, just make it a movie, yeah, just make it a movie, just make it a movie, yeah, just make it a movie. Make it a home movie, yeah. Just make it a movie. Make it a home movie, yeah. She's good enough.
Hey, how are you?
She's good if you hear it enough. She's good enough. She's good enough. She's good enough. Just make it a movie, yeah. Just make it a movie. Make it a home movie, yeah. Just make it a movie. Home movie, yeah. What kind of burrito did you get?
Spinach tortilla with chicken.
Can I see it?
Yeah. I was trying to hurry and I didn't roll it right.
Oh, let's see the size of that puppy. Now that, yeah, that's a big burrito. So, sweetie, are you excited about Taco Bell? Yes. Getting some Taco Bell? Me too. I can't wait. See my David Bowie sticker right here. This is where I keep all my receipts. I have it on the spine of this little thing. You see David Bowie right there. I bought it right there from a vendor. I don't know if he was like, legit, but he sold it to me for 80 cents. It was going for $2. I talked him down to 80 cents. And I bought this right here for 80 cents. Official, and it's making YouTube news. I am at level hot on my Taco Bell app. So usually I just get a couple burritos. I've been using the points, put in my receipts, and I have reached level hot. So that means I can go in and get free food. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I'm gonna see how high I can go up on the level before I even get anything. Level also, level hot usually is like some kind of free item, usually one free item or something. And then there's other different levels that you can go to. So I thought it was pretty cool. Hair's getting a little long too. I thought about growing it long like Neil Young. Waiting on my Chipotle grilled burrito and my soft taco. They're playing that song inside Taco Bell. It goes like, "This is it. This is it. This is it." Anyway, if you know that one, leave a comment. It's one of those old school, sounds like maybe late 1970s going into the 80s. This is it. A Cigo break. And this is what the Chipotle one, usually when I get, is this one. I switch over with this little soft taco right here. And here is my other song that I just came up with, and it goes, "Driving my pussy around, driving my pussy kitty around. Driving my pussy cat, driving my pussy cat, driving my pussy around." Yeah, do you like that one? Yeah, it's about driving your cat around, like if you have your cat, in a kennel,